What's going on, people? Welcome to United View. What's going on? How are you lot doing? Full view settings.
Bro.
KG, hopefully he's got his voice back. We got DJ in the
yes.
cut. We got KG in the cut. We got Owen in the cut. What's going on? What's going on, KG? How you doing? What are you saying?
I just want to apologize. I want to apologize for yesterday because I watched the video back via VAR, and I caused all of it.
Well, this is what I was going to say. I was saying this to Flex before you came on, KG. I was bitching about you. And I said, you're that guy that starts off like a riot and then starts going, no, everyone be quiet. Come on, let's behave ourselves. You started it, mate. I just couldn't believe it. You start this massive scene and then at the end you go, no, we've got to finish this. Let's act sensible. Sensible?
Oh, jeez, man. I was a mess. Listen, I was a mess. I've never experienced a last gasp winner. And it was only when I
experienced it.
I've never experienced it. It was nuts. So, no, incredible. I was like, oh my God, I actually gave no analysis. That was just pretty much vibes. The whole thing was a vibe, and you could see there was this, it felt like a shifting, something shifted within the team, with the boys, with the management. There was a shift. Even at the beginning of the game, Flex, I don't know if you saw it, but all the players hugging each other. Like there was
they all got in a little huddle,
There was the huddle. There was actually a huddle like at the end, but there was literally individual just going round like, let's do this, boys. Let's go. We're gonna fight for this. And I haven't seen us do that. I don't know if they do that. When I've gone to watch them, I've never seen them behave like that. Then even that huddle just before kickoff, them not talking to each other, it told me that they're ready to battle. Something is shifted, and they're all on it. Now they need to still fight, and I'm not saying that it's all settled and it's all fixed, but there was a mentality shift that I just noticed from the players' body language, and that's something that Ralph's been working on. So yeah, man, positive scenes, and just the end and just seeing like that was incredible, man. Like it was beautiful. Every player involved. That's what it's about. That's what it means, So yeah, I'm gassed.
It was a crazy thing. I mean, it is early, and like KG said there, not everything's fixed. But DJ, if I was to ask you this question, and you guys at home, are we beginning to turn a corner? Do you feel like that, or is it still too early for you to say that? Do you still need to see some more evidence, or you don't quite feel? How do you feel in terms of that statement? Are we beginning to turn a corner?
I still think it remains to be seen. I want to see a little bit more consistency. I think if we can, rack up a few more results after the international break, good performances, then maybe I'll start to believe. But I think we've all been burnt a little bit in the past with this team full of talent. Like they're talented, they are talented guys, but it's just about the application. And yesterday's game, they definitely applied themselves. They definitely sort of like dug in when they needed to do and kept playing to the final whistle. So I think that's what we've always wanted from our Manchester United teams. I just hope we can get a couple of more results, and then maybe I'll be a believer. Still a little bit skeptical, but yesterday was a good performance. And I was saying on the show with Owen, I was a little bit upset that international breaks come round right now, because we need that rhythm. We might be a little bit disjointed when we come back, and it would have been good to just have maybe a few more games before international break comes. But nevertheless, good result, but still need to be convinced a little bit more.
Yeah, I think even people in the comments are saying still a little bit early. Don't trust these players yet. It's someone said as well, which was good. It's something to build on, which I like. That's what I'm with. I'm in that camp. It's something to say. Look, we've lost one game since Ralph has come in. And we'll talk a little bit more about that in a minute, but it is something to build on. When you win like that, yes, we can like scrutinize the performance. You could just say the attacking players, and the West Ham keeper hardly had a save to make. We wasn't really creating chances, but the way we controlled the game, or basically, I never felt like we was going to concede.
We controlled that.
Like, do you know what I mean? So I was happy with that, and yeah, you could argue. West Ham could say we felt the same. We felt it was going to be a probably, but
they shouldn't.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying they could argue that. They could argue that because their keeper never had anything to do as well.
No, they didn't do anything. West Ham literally was there for like they were there for the smash and grab, you know, with the corner at the end, but they did nothing. Like they tried that ball over the top with Antonio.
He handled it, handled everything.
Antonio ball over the top, and that's all they could really offer. There was nothing in there, lads.
We did a good job at nullifying their main threats.
Yeah.
I
would say I don't think, and I think Nicky spoke when he spoke after the game, touched on it. West Ham definitely didn't play to their best. There's no doubt about it. But whether you can put that into, did we nullify them? I would say possibly part of that. Yes. I don't think they played to their best as well, but it just ultimately, it really doesn't matter. All that matters is the 3 points, especially when you look at what happened today. You know, if we'd have drawn that game 0-0, we'd have been frustrated anyway, because we would have said 6-pointer, you got to beat those around you to get into that top
four.
We
left the 0-0 for Arsenal. What did they tell us? Nah, man. What did they tell us? Points in the bag over games.
Oh, I told you.
Shut up.
I said to you before. It's unbelievable qualifying for the top 4 in December. Unbelievable. I mean, it's very impressive, isn't it, that they managed to do that? But you know, in seriousness, if we'd have drawn 0-0 and seen the results today, it would have been even worse. How many times when we've been involved in any race over the course of the last few years, whether it's for top 4, whether it's for something even more serious, do we drop points and then the people around us, they drop points the next day? Yeah. We're at the stage right now, we have to take advantage of people dropping points around us. And when we play people around us, like West Ham yesterday, you have to win. There's just it's the minimum. So it's a point that does feel like, isn't it, that maybe it can galvanize us going forward this season. Maybe it can be a turning point. But as you've all said, it means absolutely nothing if it's the next league game we lose. So and that's the challenge, isn't it?
We have to look at the positives, though, and there's quite a few. You know, one of the major positives is the fact that we're not leaking goals. Like we were like 3-2. Those goals coming in all the time. You know, and you're starting to see like Flex. Your son that's at the school, Rafael Varane, bro, the report card is looking different, fam. Improvement. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like now it's getting to the stage where you can put anything next to him and he'll be all right.
Can I ask you this, teacher? Is it that my son's improved, or is it that he's he fell off his bike at home and he had a cast on, so he wasn't really attending school like that. So it gave the perception.
I was wondering what analogy you were going for.
Don't worry.
For a second there. You were searching for a second.
No, I've got it. Don't worry. It's like he wasn't really attending school. And then he's come from he's a foreign exchange student, and he's highly tipped. He
fell off his bike. He fell off his bike and has a cast.
But he fell off his bike at home. He fell off his bike at home, and he had a cast on, so he's not really attending. So then he's come with this big reputation. The teachers are like, don't really know if he's going to be that guy. This student's supposed to be in the A set 1, but we ain't even really seen him attending school. Don't worry.
Because of the cast injury.
Just relax yourself. The cast is off, Right. The cast is off, and he's in here doing a Rolls Royce
Rugby. Get out of here.
You were on a journey trying to find the ending of that one, and it was never going to be there.
How about I just put on my Rolls Royce gift? Because that's what he is, isn't it? Strutting around the pitch with Cuban cigars and a silk shirt, bro. That's what he's doing. Don't tell me about my son.
Someone said elite waffling.
Yes. Let me put that one up. Where is that one?
That's an elite waffle.
Because you know what, I don't want to become that guy where people are saying you're only saying it because it's Varane, it's rare. How about I just say it as he is, He is top draw. No one even needs to talk about him. He's always going to do his job. He's going to do his job. That's it. We don't need to put him into like the Wan-Bissaka category or anyone else category. Is he doing this? Is he doing that? No, I'm just saying. He's just the top.
Owen saw all the holes in your story.
This is the best one. That's the best one.
No.
There's unnecessary characters, bro.
It was just... He's an exchange student, but he's fallen off the bike. He's not attending school because he's been injured, but he was a high-rated. Why him falling off his bike? Does that prevent him being in the top set of maths? I'm just not sure.
Yeah, it prevented. It did. No, it did because he weren't at school. How can he be in the top set if he's not at school? He's still good at maths.
Right. So he's still been in the top set of maths. Let's just win. That's a tangent we don't need to go on.
We're back in the room. All I'm saying is Varane is he's starting to show us, because there's that thing of you sign a good player that plays good for someone else, You're not naturally gonna get that. You don't. It doesn't make you say, "Oh, because he was brilliant for them, he's gonna work out for you." Because I said he's turning into a good signing. And people's like 5-time Champions League winner, get out of here. Like, what do you mean? He's turning into a good signing for us? We've signed many good Di Maria. I would say was quality. That Real Madrid Di Maria, we never met him. He never played for us. You know, and that can happen. So that was the point I was making. I'm saying Varane's turned into like, you can feel it. There's something happening there at the back. Lindelof.
What is it he does? What is it he does that you're saying that now? Like, what?
You know what? It's just and because Antonio, like, you have to understand. I'm not saying Antonio's a world beater, but he's no mug to play against. The pace, he can make a game extremely difficult. I think they marshaled him perfectly. So good, like he's like, maybe I'll get some joy from Maguire. He didn't get no joy from Maguire. Ran over to Varane's side. He's like, oh, nothing's on this Varane side. Like literally, I could do nothing. Now you're left to Jared Bowen popping shots from far because there's literally nothing in the game. As a back four, resolute, and the one person that's been firm fixture there has been Varane. He's changed partners, but you wouldn't believe that it weren't the same partner he's worked with before. But that's Maguire coming back from an injury. I was really impressed with that. Are you
worried about fitness though? Sorry to jump in. Are you worried about fitness for Varane? Because there were 2 points yesterday, twice. Yeah. There was one point even before he went down with the big knock on his back or his side, whatever that was, where Phil Jones just started warming up and he started stripping off because he was going to come on, and everyone was like, "What's going on?" And they were saying on commentary, "Oh yeah, Varane's told the bench that there's something wrong, or he's feeling a bit of a knock." And Jones was coming on. Everyone was like, "Whoa, what's going on?"
Yeah, but then he was all right. He stayed on. Was all right. He was all right.
But my point is that just shows the reaction of those on the bench, knowing the situation with him is like wolf. And that's what I said to DJ after the game. I'm telling you now, if Raphael Varane's called up for France, I'd be livid because I'd be like, no. We're not having this.
No, he can't go.
Yeah, he can't go.
It's not. No, this ain't actually an international break, though. It's a winter break.
It's winter break.
It's a fake break. This is one of
no one's actually playing. This is like because they've never done it at Christmas.
Well, if he injures himself on holiday, he'll be even more furious.
No,
I'll tell you now.
The main thing that the point I was gonna make is we have to look back at that Brentford game as well. And I know people played down that Ronaldo situation, but I think it was an important moment for the squad, really. You see, Ronaldo comes off, he's upset, and then the players look at that situation, and Ralph takes him on the touchline. Could have done it in the dressing room. He could have done it. He's always said Ralph's big thing is about body language. You start to hear the players how they talk about games, considering who the manager is, right? You start to hear De Gea when he's talking yesterday's press conference. He's like, we controlled the game. We did this. The body language was there, so and so and so. So everyone knows what Ralph is looking for. In that moment, Ronaldo didn't act. It was fine because Ronaldo's the ultimate competitor, but a message was sent. And then after, you go into this game, and then he gets the result. He brings on all these players off the bench, which says, I will give anyone a chance if you go hard in training. I know that. And I don't even I'm not even at Carrington, but you kind of realize, turn up at training, you're going to play games. And he's seeing that now. Even Martial, the fact that relationship is somewhat been fixed, or it's like, you know what, let's just be professional. No matter what you're feeling, if we have a professional attitude to this, as he said with Pogba, we'll be fine. Everyone can go off at the end of this, but let's just be professional from now to the end of the season. And you can hear these players, they're still talking about winning trophies, still talking about winning. They still won the FA Cup, definitely won the Champions League. You know Ronaldo's here for that. These guys still, like they're saying, there's still a lot more to win. So that's the mindset, that's the mentality that I want to see from Man United players. Can it be done? Who knows? All we can do is hope. But this is what I want to see from them. So yeah, hopefully that.
Couple super chats here. Patrick says Dallo is amazing. What a boy. Well, it depends who you ask, because some other people ain't really feeling him
yesterday, though. I don't think he had a great game yesterday.
A lot of people thought he was good. KG not having it, thought he was average.
Think he had a great game yesterday. I'm not going to lie to you. Those little things.
Why not? What did he do?
It's the ball again. You see what we say. What we accuse Aaron Wan-Bissaka of is not getting the ball under control, bumbling into the box, and it just goes missing. We saw a lot yesterday. Didn't happen. I'm just saying, if we're all being honest, I get it. I like the Brentford game. Yesterday's game, and even he was popping shots from how many yards like Telles was. So I'm saying that I've seen more for him. I wish our players can get to the byline and whip it in. It doesn't happen. That's all.
So Dallo played rubbish yesterday.
Oh no, rubbish.
Vishal,
I don't think he was amazing.
Average performance. Average.
I'll tell you what. You pull
Average.
Cage is like the Woody doll. You pull the string, he makes the noise. You know exactly what's going to happen. Every
Wait,
single
just
time.
through the
Yeah,
bait
I'm saying.
real quick.
Yeah, I'm not even doing the thing.
No, but I watched
asking,
it.
so saying he was
I
average.
said-
You was
no,
there.
I
You
watched
was there. Stretford
watched
end.
it.
You see it.
I
You
saw
said
it and I had a great
right,
view.
average.
And I was saying, and there was a person next to me, like, raw, like he's not getting to the byline. He's not, and it is what it is. Like
Okay.
the ball was we saw it anyway. You lot saw it.
Vishal says, big up, guys. Love KG's match reaction last night. The lads were gassed and how. Missed the game, but what a Fergie moment. Our boy is back. Hashtag GGMU. And Ivan says, can we say Dallo has taken the right back spot now?
Yeah,
These are the super chats. These are not, I'm not, this is just there.
He has though. He has. That's fine.
Yes.
I'm not saying I'm not saying Aaron Wan-Bissaka needs to be in. I'm just saying that it wasn't. Brentford was a better game for Dallo. That's all.
Yeah. Than yesterday's. I hear that.
We had one shot. We had 2 shots on target, fam. So let's not go on like.
That's what I'm saying. Yesterday, it was a game that could have easily and probably should have ended 0-0. It's only because we had the quality.
You can't say that there
in
was
the last
mad delivery and there was mad.
No, it wasn't. We weren't knocking on the door. We weren't really knocking on the door.
Yes, it was like raw. Like chill out, everybody.
Lemania 44.
Did he defend well?
They didn't do anything. They did.
You're saying he didn't defend well? You're doing that?
No,
Maybe because he did.
Did they do it? No, I don't.
Well, that's my point. You don't need to just be doing crosses to have a good game.
No, I'm saying defensively is better, but I'm saying they didn't do anything. Like I don't even think West Ham tried in that game. Like I just remember a few runs.
Yeah, but you said we controlled the game, remember? And part of that is like nipping all them counter-attacks in the bud. We were in on them.
It's the midfield, and you was talking about McTominay. Said you was on McTominay watch.
No, bro. 4 nows didn't get it didn't get nothing.
Bro, I don't think that's where the game was won, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's
no, but none of their attacking players did anything across the whole back 5.
And what?
Nothing.
And that was all Dalot.
No, I said the whole back 5, and he's part of that.
All right,
they all played wicked. Varane done his thing in one-on-ones. Maguire, we'll talk about him in a little bit. Done his thing.
Yeah.
Varane, cast was off. Left back, Telles just did his thing. No one got past. And the right back, no one got past. And De Gea made a little save, and they just done their thing. All of them. Some people were saying Dallo was man of the match yesterday. Some people said
it's a reach, but it's fine.
Yeah, that's just what they said.
Do you not believe? Does everyone here believe Dallo was man of the match yesterday?
No,
I saw a lot of people saying it.
No, it wasn't my match. It wasn't mine, but a lot of people said it. A lot of people said it.
Everyone here believe. I'm not.
Cam said it. Cam said it on his fan view after the game.
You don't care what Cam says?
I told you, Cam.
Flex, I know what you're doing.
Cam wanted, I know what Flex is trying to do. Cam wanted, and I still want flowers. I said,
I said, Flex, you should be ashamed of yourself. I don't know what you're trying to do, Flex.
I know what Flex is
trying to ask questions on the full view. How dare I?
I know, shocking host.
Cam said, that Bruno should play wide, and we allowed that to happen, and that was rubbish. Yeah, Bruno's not a wide player. I said before, I think Bruno should play deeper. I was like, I don't know if he can do it. He can do it just fine. He's a number 8, so there's a lot of things Cam said that was wrong as well. Unless when we get
she's got receipts.
Yeah, when we get to talk about my youngster as well, some people didn't even want Rashford at the club, bro. And I saw what's it called? Who's that guy today, bro? Lacazette, bro. He couldn't score that tap in. Showed no desire to get there, bro. So it's not that easy, is it? No, it's not, bro. I had to tap into hard when you.
Lamina says, KG, I know you don't have any sources, but do you think we? That's so disrespectful.
It's not as a diss, did it?
I literally know you got zero. You got zero sources.
But nobody's talking to you.
No,
I love you all. 3 times. Yeah. No, I know your phone's not popping off with any transfer activity, but do you think we're going to sign a number 6?
I told you we're not signing anyone. I said it from the beginning. And again with my lack of
from Freetown, Sierra Leone as well. Big up.
And big up all the people in Sierra Leone. But I'm telling you, look, no one's coming. I told Flex early, like, just forget about it. There's no one's gonna arrive. I think Ralph's upset because he's got way too many players. Yeah. You know, he'd want to get rid of a few, but it just is what it is. You know, at the end of the season, we'll see a major shakeup. And the question is, if he keeps doing well, like if he gets these players the way he wants them, are you lot willing to just say bye? That's the question that I was asking people on the train ride home. Like, these players now seem like they're falling in. They're starting to accept him, or accept his tactics, or accept the way he's quite honest and stuff. It's quite refreshing. Are they gonna be sad and be on that how they felt about Ollie when he left and take long to accept a new manager's way? I don't know. This is the
It's
main
a good
job.
question. Very good question.
CeeLo
I
says
just-
Aaron Wan-Bissaka is done out here. Sorry, KG.
He's not done out here, fam. I'm not gonna do it though.
Don't take the bait, man.
My team scored in the 93rd minute when everyone went home.
100%.
I've never experienced that and it was great to be a part of Fergie time, bro. And who better than my nephew 2 and 2? But the soul nephew, because I can't have no family at the club.
Yeah, because you said you weren't having no
I'm
family.
not. If it's gonna for the greater good, I would disown everyone.
There you go. You've got to put the club first. Like I said, just love the club.
Jeez.
Don't do individuals.
Jeez.
For the greater good.
That turned really callous, that did, didn't it? God.
Yeah, 100%. Hilton says, Flex, big up. Thanks for good advice for up-and-coming DJs exposure. Got mad gigs booked. Do you remember that when you said don't read the room and you said don't take that comment? He's saying, look, I've got loads of gigs from that.
That's what I'm saying, bruv. Don't play tunes that you just want to play. Read the damn room, fam.
Yeah, but look, the advice that he had, it helped. He's got gigs.
He was taking the piss, though. He asked that.
Yeah, I think we were angry that day as well. I think that was when we were cussing the players' attitude. But I love that. A new rag. I just clicked that one by accident. Sorry, Dallo is a footballer. Wan-Bissaka isn't. I need to get that off the screen. Sorry, guys. This thing's always stupid things, always playing up.
No,
always
what Flex does, and it won't
Taking
happen.
acting classes. He's been taking
No,
acting
no,
classes from
I'm
KG.
serious.
Listen,
serious.
Flex is that guy when there's a cussing match at school. He's like, "Yo, I wouldn't have that." You know what he said. He said about you. Yeah, he just.
I believe the phrase is, DJ, is he is a shit stirrer, is what you're looking for.
But he does it so subtly. It's actually a work of art still.
Guys, I'm just trying to moderate a show. That's what I'm trying to do. You know what I mean?
Good for you.
There's no point.
I mean, you're just hosting. You're doing your job. You're hosting. I'm also a shit stirrer, by the way. I love it. I would keep doing it all day.
I want to talk about this. Naz says, was McTominay's bad form earlier on in June due to his groin surgery late August, or manager? He's been in much better form lately. Can we have a McTominay discussion, please?
Have it.
Well,
Yes.
McTominay.
We were talking about it yesterday, and after the game, me and DJ were saying that, or personally, I feel that, Fred and McTominay, I think they get too much criticism. Now, some of the criticism on them is absolutely justified, I think, but just the point that, when they're announced in the starting 11, they trend immediately because people go, Fred and McTominay. I don't think that's completely fair. Now, ultimately, could we have two better midfielders in there? Absolutely, and we probably should. But we're limited to what we've got when it comes to those midfield options. And I think genuinely they have improved, both of them, under Ranić. I mean, Fred, how many assists has Fred got under Ralph Ranić? It's unbelievable, isn't it? But McTominay's got a couple of goals. Now, I think the problem is that we're almost over-reliant on them. And if we actually did have a decent six that we brought in, maybe they don't play every game. And maybe that's not a bad thing. But to say that, and I think maybe this is where the frustration stems from, is that they're like two of the best midfielders, or two of the only midfielders we have at the club. That's a problem, ultimately. That's an issue. But I think the criticism that they get, I think, is a bit over the top. But that's my feeling on it.
What are you saying, DJ, on Scott?
Yeah, man, I thought he had a solid game. And with Scott, we're just seeing sort of like good performance one week, bad performance the other, good performance one week. I mean, maybe we can kind of attribute some of his bad performances to, recovering from the injury. Maybe. I do think he does follow instructions, because I know from when obviously Mourinho came in, Mourinho, Oli, and now Ranić, they've all picked him. And there must be something about the player that they see that maybe us fans at some point, at some stage, we haven't seen. And I think it's just that he does follow instructions, the energy and the physicality and all of that. And I thought in the game he was up against obviously Rice and Flex. I think when I was watching the game, what you had said a few months ago kind of was ringing in my ears. Like, is Rice £100 million better than McTominay? Is he that much better? And the answer is he's not that much better. He's better, but not that much better. And with McTominay, if you can get him going forward and playing to his strengths, breaking through the lines, pace and power and all of that stuff, he does look like a good player. I just think, again, limited when it comes to certain games, but I think every player can be limited. So I think as long as we bring in somebody that can be our stalwart number 6, then McTominay can be in the squad. It's not a problem.
There's a few super chats here before I come to you, KGs, and you can have your piece. PJ says, could United play Shaw and Tellers just in front of him together on the left? Basically, Tellers as a left winger, Shaw as left back. I'm not really sure about that one, especially when we've got a young, hungry Anthony Elanga doing bits and Rashford to get back to his best. And I don't think we should be seeing Martial. We'll talk about that as well. Nate H says, McTominay was not good yesterday. He was under no pressure at all and had a number of loose passes that led to breaks. Be fair and down the middle. Basically saying he weren't all that. What was that? Was that a little kid's toy or something?
Here's my phone. I don't know where it was. I got my phone connected to the thing in it. So, like, if I get calls, but it's not.
KG looked like his phone went off in class then, honestly. Give me your phone. Give me your phone. I don't have it. It's not on.
I'm so reactionary, bro. In everything in life, bro.
On a more serious note, it says Vishal, United not even close to signing any talent this window, in spite of Ranić being at the helm in some capacity in the future, speaks for itself. Sorry, state affairs there.
No, I don't
Basically,
think so.
The fact that, I mean, you've been quite consistent on this in terms of we don't know how Ralph's going to be there for. He'll probably step away. Then a new manager comes in, give that new manager a chance. When Cavani then goes, Pogba probably will go. Donny van der Beek, Lingard. That's 4. Martial might be 5. You know, there's like a rebuild. So you're still sticking with that, KG.
You want the right guy, or we have to see what happens. You have to see what happens because if my dream comes true, and you don't know what my dream is, I'm not gonna say it on here because
what is your dream?
I want. You know what my dream is, bro.
I don't. Oh, Wan-Bissaka
Marvel movie.
I say
Marvel movie.
Dream. Oh, guys, piss off! You don't know what the dream is.
Film.
And you're both doing it right now.
In football or in?
On the United view, I'm talking about my dream in football, fam.
Marvel.
I swear down, I don't even know what your dream is. What, to get Haaland? Is it? What is it? I swear down. I do like.
No, I want the big air trophy in it. That's what the dream is.
Right.
Right. Yeah. I thought you meant a player.
No. Big air trophy. If we somehow manage to get the big air trophy, a real conversation has to start with Ralph. A very real no, seriously, a very real dialogue has to begin with Ralph, right?
I think that's fair.
Because it's mad because obviously he knows what he's doing, and this is the difference is you're asking about McTominay and Fred, right? And the difference is they're getting coached. That's all. That's the we talked about a lot of the team members and how we're moving and stuff. McTominay, as DJ said it, McTominay is a great listener. When Jose Mourinho came in, Jose said, play this way. He played exactly how Jose said. When Oli was in there, he said, passion and desire. That's what we got in midfield. A lot of passion, a lot of desire. Yeah, but now it's like not only play with momentum and just high tempo, but I need you to pass forward. Ever since he's been told that, we've been seeing the riskier passes from him. We've been seeing a player is like, I thought he was dominant in that game, in that West Ham game. I don't think Rice shone like he was.
He didn't.
Way above him. I didn't think it was one of those games. Like I thought McTominay played what I think it could have been another game where you say, you know what, like, because that game was where was Souček in that game? Usually them lot run all them that West Ham team deal with us. We played them so many times before, and you come across and you think, how is Noble telling?
Well, look what it was like at the start of the season. Look at that game. I know West Ham didn't, like Owen said, never played to their best of their ability, but look at the game earlier on in the season at the London Stadium. Like it was frantic. You know, they scored first, did they? Then Ronaldo, got a tap in, and we got back into it. It was just carnage. We kept conceding counter attacks and stuff like that. Yeah, it was different. The way I am seeing slowly in patches, because then, like I said, the first half against Brentford was trash, but the second half was complete control. You know, making chances, creating for each other. Movement was good. Then you look at the first half against West Ham, and I know we never got really the shots to kind of show for it. Yeah, I feel like we like you said, there was an element of control. I never felt like we were going to concede a stupid counter attack.
That's it.
I mean, but it wasn't necessarily because McTominay was like killing Rice. Like I challenged him to do that in that, but and the game never really panned out that way. Yeah. Rice, to be fair to Rice, was still doing what Rice does.
He's still done. But I'm just saying that McTominay he wasn't embarrassed in that game. And
no way, not at all.
Like,
not at all.
There's a lot of times where we play other sides, and it's just we're just bombarded. You know, you're getting Fred, bro. Fred's shooting, and it's on target. That shot is Areola. Like, I'm telling, like, this is crazy. You got a manager that said, you know what, I'm gonna McTominay is the 6. I don't really believe that's his position. Maybe he can learn it. We don't know. Yeah, but then you got Fred finally playing, maybe where he needs to play, you know, and being dangerous. And probably this is what, if let's say Fred went to Man City, I think they would have got a better Fred than what we've got. And the difference is simply coaching. You know, we haven't recognized certain strengths of certain players, and that's why we've left with egg on our faces. You know what I mean? But as a midfield, I believe they are getting better. I don't think there's the finished article, but there's got to be something right about what these boys are doing. And them low shots, there's one thing that McTominay can do that Rice can't do, and that's score from outside the box. And he can do it on it. We've seen the types of goals he's taken.
That's literally probably the only thing that even Declan Rice would say himself. That's literally the only thing missing from his game is
there you go. Goals, yeah. You see Declan twerking for the United. See the quote. You should have, bro. Flex, you know him. You got his number. You see that quote, yeah? Screenshot it and
why you say stuff like this,
bro. Screenshot it and send the eye emoji. That's what I'm doing now.
It's unbelievable. I can't believe KG's just done that. I can't believe KG's just done that. Look at the pressure.
You know him, bro. Start Agent Fleck, bro. Come on.
What I told you this before, yeah. Players, this is just their jobs. They don't we're fans saying mad stuff.
Bro,
that's why KG. This is the perfect reason why you don't have any sources. You don't have any sources because you just send eye emoji to people.
I do. No, even I knew Pogba's.
If you respond to them, by the way,
I knew Pogba's agent or his cousin, and I bombarded him with messages.
I bet he don't talk to you no more.
Oh no, he messaged me the other day. But I ain't tried it again and said, "Is he staying?" I'm not gonna do that one. I think I'm just trying to pretend like nothing's happening. And
yeah, he's gone, fam. He's gone.
Did you actually send that to him? Did you actually send that to him? Is he staying?
I sent them the Juventus tax return. I said he's coming in it.
And what did he get? Just seen or blue ticks? 2 blue ticks. Andy says, I like this one. Andy says, one of the best things yesterday was the players look like they care for the first time in a long while. Hopefully this is the start of something great. Also, one more time, KG, we've seen it all. No more time. No more time.
It's not even, this is serious, you know.
Do you know what the magic thing about yesterday is, yeah? Do you know what? This is you. Yeah, because you just need to wrap this up, man. I go in my head, I'm like, you haven't said anything about wrap this up. What do you mean wrap this up? If you watch it back, he goes, yeah, because we need to finish off. I'm like,
I was like, yeah, you
give it zero analysis.
No, that was like, if we could break down everyone's what their analysis is or what they bring to the channel, yeah, I said that's me in it. Like I watch Cam's videos, very like tactical breakdown and stuff. I'm vibes basically. You know, like,
and don't change. Don't change.
No, even when I walked away, I was like, "Oh my goodness!" I said nothing. But all I said was, Rashford's girlfriend's back in his life, and we need to put some respect on her name because he needs.
Is that what it is?
He needs her.
But you don't know that.
I wasn't expecting you to say that at all. I thought you were going to say something serious for a second there.
No,
you went into that very.
See what I'm talking about, Owen? I might do a bad analogy, but this guy just said Rashford's.
This is what I mean. He went. He was like deadly serious. Deadly serious. You might as well have looked straight into the camera and gone, no, but in serious, Rashford's got his girlfriend back in his life.
No, player happiness is serious, you know. Look how sad Mourinho was when you're staying in that hotel, wifeless, childless. We didn't. He didn't enjoy his stay.
Well, he still had them.
Go back and visit them. It weren't the same innit. But Rashford needs that top bins. Soon. Remember, you saw the article because everyone was like, "Oh, this is nonsense." Like they're trying to blame everything, this form that Rashford's having on everything, and it's like that girlfriend news came out. And was like, "Oh my god, bruv, back in his life, top bins, scores a tap in the other day, fam." The correlation is real. Broke out of him 8 months ago. Let's see when the form started to get nuts. 8 months ago.
What is crazy is you've just said I'm pure vibes and then just done a whole thing that is literally pure vibes and has no analysis or tactics about it.
KG is chatting rubbish.
Sometimes I'm right.
But Gregory says, where in the hell did Flex find KG? I cannot reveal where I found him. KG is the life and show of the show for real. Big up all the time from Barbados. Big up. KG found me. I didn't find him. He found me.
Yeah, I found him still.
How ironic is that? He found me. Yeah. Like, do you know what? Yeah, there you go. Pure vibes analysis. That is it. That is it.
You need it, bro.
Pure vibes. 100%. Everyone's got their thing. Can I just say quickly, in the words of Josh / McPhelan, yeah, we got nearly 1,500 people. Yeah, exactly. That's true. We got 1,500 people watching, and we've only got 288 likes.
You are an absolute disgrace. You're a cheat. You are an absolute disgrace. You're a cheat.
I'm so happy Arsenal dropped this.
Really quickly, yeah. It weren't even just from today's game, yeah. It was from the Liverpool game. Yeah, I was watching Ty's fan cam. Yeah, Robbie said, "Well, sometimes you just got to put your hands up and say you're beaten by the better team." This is him. I don't want to argue with you, Robbie. I don't want to argue with you. He said, "I don't want to argue with you, but after what they did to us, yeah, and what Klopp's done, yeah, I'm not giving them any credit." Yeah, but Ty, that's not this game. I'm not giving them any credit. Anyway, and then Arsenal just go and do Arsenal again today. You love it.
I don't think they scored. Wait, there's got a.
They won in 22.
Rubbish. I mean, what was it?
Because they're not in no competitions, because they're out of the FA Cup now. Nottingham Forest bust them up. They ain't got no game. They ain't got no game for time.
Poor Arsenal.
We're gonna be more successful because they what do you call it? They're not in Europe, bro.
Hey,
I love that club.
Thomas Partey came back from AFCON, yeah, landed and got a quick 2 yellows, comfy. He wants to go back and watch the round of 16, bruv. He likes the weather, fam. He's flying back out. He's like Ghana's out, but I'm going back to watch last 16.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, yeah. And it's shameless that we talk about them because it just shows how bad
it is, but it's still funny.
It shows how bad our situation is, but sometimes you just gotta laugh at other clubs, innit? You know, we know
2 Reds and 1 goal in 2022.
That's so bad.
But we know what we are. I was saying to someone, even when we went to the game, Man United is like it's mid-table type vibes where it's like you just got to enjoy every moment. You know, like we don't know. We could go into our next game and probably lose it or draw. We could do something stupid. You know what I mean? And it's like I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna enjoy every moment. When we win, celebrate it. I don't go into games like we're definitely going to win this game. On the train, all the fans were like, I was talking to fans and I was like, what do you not think about this game? I was like, I'm unsure, man. I was unsure against Brentford, unsure against West Ham. And it'll probably be that way. We got Burnley next, right? Yeah. So
Burnley away. It's gonna be like that every single game because realistically, we don't know where we're at. We don't know what Man United's going to turn up in it, and that's the thing. That's why we need a bit of consistency. So quickly, everyone, smash a like on the video if you haven't done already. I know it's a wicked show and everyone's having a laugh and stuff like that. But if we can get up to 1,000 likes while we're watching live, that's what we want to be doing. That's what we want to be doing. There's over 1,500 people watching. The curious case of Harry Maguire. We need to have a conversation about yesterday's performance. It's only one performance, you know, but I feel like he's been out the team because he's coming back from injury. And he got a start yesterday with what happened to Victor Lindelof. 100% right to be with his family. Like KG said, you did find time to say that. How big them pricks who his house. You did find time to say that in your fan view. But he got an opportunity yesterday, and there was a lot of pressure because instantly, and I was probably in that camp as well. A lot of people were worried. You know, what's Maguire going to be like coming back in again with Varane? He's been under scrutiny. He hasn't showed up. Lindelof's been good. Varane and Lindelof have looked good. What's he going to do? And I don't know what you guys thought and what you saw, but in the first, I think it was like the first minute and a half, the ball got played into Jarrod Bowen's feet and he went straight in on him and won the ball before he could even control it, turn, set himself, run at him. He done that a couple of times, took care of all of his personal battles and duels with Antonio. What did you not make, whoever wants to take it, what did you not make of Harry Maguire?
I thought he was really good, to be fair. And if we're looking at kind of his deficiencies and his weaknesses, and then you matched him up with Mikel Antonio, you'd think Mikel Antonio is one of the worst possible matchups for him on the pitch. Literally, just stylistically how he plays, pace, power, and he's going to put Harry under pressure all day. Literally, he had no sniff of the ball. Maguire, I have to big him up for his performance. You know, we've been giving him stick because he has deserved it. But yesterday, he literally kind of rolled back the clock to the Euros where his timing was on. He was tackling well. And yeah, man, I was pleased with his performance. He just did what he needed to do. He won his battles.
He was good, but there was a little thing that Maguire was doing. I don't know.
Still had moments.
No,
yeah, it's curious, isn't it? It's curious because you think about it like if Lindelof was available, he would have played. Ralph doesn't like to change the team. And maybe this is just a case of this is maybe the first time since he joined Manchester United that his actual position in the starting 11 is actually under threat. Because there's a manager. There is a manager now that doesn't like to change a winning side. We had a winning side, and if Lindelof was available, he would have played, and that's the situation. Well, and also, but maybe that's it. Maybe he wasn't as bad as he's been recently.
Michael says he was just not as shit as usual.
I think that'd be
not giving him
it's
no
like,
ratings.
the one thing that he was doing that was really annoying though is Harry Maguire's got this heading ability, but he's heading to nowhere. It's not directed headers. So you know what I'm like? He's good in the air, but it's not planned anywhere. It's like, away! He's on that one. That's Harry Maguire. So those moments where we get put under pressure from a poor, like, head it to your man, you know, but it's not, he just wants to put his head on it. That's the difference.
I think what Swifty95 says there, I've noticed this a lot, and this is why when I see, look, when Varane plays with Maguire, it's Maguire who has to play left centre back because that's his position, yeah. When I actually think Varane he's good enough to play both because he's the Rolls Royce. But when the biggest difference that I saw between both of them, apart from just winning your duels and taking care of things, is actually there's this thing that Harry Maguire is wicked on the ball and he's this and that. And Swifty says it there, passing wise, don't you think he slows it down sometimes? Sometimes dribbles to his passes. Exactly that. When I noticed it most against Aston Villa in the first half where we played really well, right? Varane gets the ball and he has it facing Telles, or the left back. It was Telles at the time. Mm-hmm. And it's on his weaker side, isn't it? But it's a 15-yard pass. But what he does is he's not scared to use his weaker foot and quick. Just fizz it out to the left back. Go play. Like, that does come with the kind of the level of play that he is. Left foot, right foot, don't matter. I'll strike it. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I'll give it to whoever. I'm comfortable on both feet, comfortable on both sides of the defense because he's top level. But Maguire does do that a lot where I feel like he can see the left back, but then he travels with the ball towards the way he's going to pass it. And then passes it. So
he panics. He panics. You can see that as soon as the ball comes into him. As soon as the ball's coming to his feet, he's already thinking, "Oh, what's my touch going to be like? Can I even do this pass to me?" And then, like you said, and he turned back with going, "I'll pass it square. I'll pass it square to a centre back. I'm just going to go back to the keeper. That's all I can do."
Yeah, and it's like he needs maximum space. Yeah, big circumference all the way around him to say, "Clear, clear, clear, clear." I can pass.
It's true. It's a slight amount of pressure. But you can see in his. We talk about body language. We can talk about body language. You can see in his body language. As soon as the ball's coming in, he's worrying. He's panicking. What's my touch going to be like? Am I going to be able to actually do this pass?
Is a clear circumference in the bro. You're not taking a piss.
No, bro. I'm not even cussing him.
It sounds like good advice. It sounds like you're actually being nice, bro.
I am.
Violation. Man said he needs maximum space.
What's wrong with that?
He does. But he does.
Yeah.
Bro, when he gets the ball, yeah, you watch it. Now I've said it, yeah. I'll just put it on Maguire watch, yeah. When he gets the ball, yeah, I get this sense that he's checking literally that there's enough time to just chill and make sure I want to pass it there.
Yeah.
That's what he does, bro.
You can see it in him. You can see the pure panic of him thinking, I don't know if my first touch is going to be right. I don't know what I'm going to do. He's already thinking about like what's the easiest pass for me to do right now. Like what's the best one? Not what's the right one? What is the easiest pass that I don't get myself into trouble with? 9 times out of 10, it's right back where it came from to the centre back or back to De Gea, and then him and De Gea maybe do like 3 passes back and forth. That's what happens.
Yeah, because he's scared of getting his pocket picked again, isn't it? Because he used to get his pocket picked a lot Like the strikers will
Well,
put
he just
pressure
doesn't
on
rate
him.
his own feet. It looks like he knows that maybe his first touch or his control isn't great, and he just doesn't trust himself maybe to get it right sometimes.
Yeah.
And what do if you're worried about you actually doing your job properly? You just go simple every single time. You just go simple.
Away, yeah. There's that. He knows and I don't think he was injured. I think his position was under threat. But I don't want to waste time and stuff. I want to make sure we give Martial the adequate time that he deserves.
Let's do it. Well, let me get this super chat out of the way and let's do that. Why UFC says, guys, I still can't get over that win. Come on, guys, let's believe. By the way, KG, people actually thought my boy Rashi was actually a bad player. He's back.
Listen, it's incredible what the
is Rashford back? Is he back now?
Come on, man.
No, not yet.
Report card. You saw the report card. We know what the guy is.
He's back now.
I'm just saying the guy is around.
Alanga drops back. So what are you saying? Alanga drop now. Rashford
not yet. Still need to wind him up. I need an upset. Well, happy Rashford at home.
Next game's Middlesbrough at home, though. FA Cup.
No, I still don't want that. I want it again.
Alanga straight again. Go again.
Alanga in again. Rashford off the bench, and just keeps it going till he understands. All you got to do is understand. You have to take that shirt off him, and it's not. Yes, you've been good, but as we said, we can't just get gassed over the small things. It has to be consistent, and this sends the right message. Yeah, that was good. I want more. I want 2 goals, bro. And there was one thing that he did do well that I think maybe a lot of people missed and stuff. But when he does come on, he makes these runs that other people are not doing in the team. There's a run, even the diagonal run. We tried to play a few times. Tellers tried it. Delo tried it a few times, but he just gives you more, and then you might get the head down, the knockdown, Fred to run onto it. This is what you want from him, but.
CJ Laporte says that's the wisest thing KG has said this year. It wasn't just that. I think they said that from ages ago.
It's like saying I need maximum space. It feels like it feels on the level of that
circumference.
Bryce says, does Wambi need his girlfriend with him?
Oh, he needs his driving license, but it's peak. We'll work on that. 9 months. It'll soon be.
And you're talking about disrespectful. You see you.
No, because that's what it is. No, because public transport. That's the point. No, but it's true. You have to think about that because if they're training after 5. If they're training after 5, public transport, the way that is set up, the last bus might be, do you know what I mean, 4:58. So Wan-Bissaka can't really work on the extra stuff he needs to work on.
You imply he's itching a ride out of Carrington. He's standing on the side of the road with his thumb out like that.
Be traveling with One Matter and that, and then One Matter's playing mad. What do you call it? Who's he playing, bro? Pitbull and that, and on the ride home, he don't want to listen to that. So he can't get into
the gasolina thing. Is it a gasolina thing?
Gasoline. He can't get ready for games like that, bro. I'm just saying, maybe he needs his car back, fam. I'm just saying.
So what? You're not saying that Wan-Bissaka's on public transport?
No, he just wants to be in his own car and get into the. You see all these players driving in. How does he get to work? It's mad.
So are you telling me? So can I ask you this? Are you telling me, bro? Are you, Daddy Yankee? Are you telling me that Wan-Bissaka's struggling a bit because he ain't got the whip?
I'm just saying, sometimes you need the increments in sport. You need this fine margins, fam, and he ain't driving no more.
Okay,
so
fine margins.
You never know.
Fine margins.
All right.
Don't listen to me though. I'm vibes, I would just say stuff like, you never know. Could be right. Could be missing the whip still. It's all part of your preparation.
SK says, I'm glad Rashi's scoring, but I'm not going to get into player FC. Whoever is playing well gets in the team. That's the one.
Someone said Matt is playing a podcast on the way home, bro.
He's listening to true crime.
How you notice that I put everything on Matter?
Exactly.
Yeah. He's saying it's the leak. He's saying it's the leak. He's listening to Pitbull or podcast.
Bro, all that will happen is, could you imagine if Wan-Bissaka was in the car with Matter's talking about some real big complex life shit, and Wan-Bissaka's just chewing, not saying nothing.
Philosophy, all that kind of stuff.
He's going into Rah, did you see they found that new artifact, Aaron, with the fossils? Been there since 2000 AD.
That's an artifact.
He's just chewing, fam. He's like, fossil, huh? He's like, oh, don't worry.
Can you imagine the conversation between Martial and Aaron Wan-Bissaka? That's a dead convo, isn't it? That's a dead convo.
Who starts a conversation with, have you seen that they found that new artifact?
Bro, he's on the proper team. He's 1 man, Owen. Owen,
Who's
it's
ever,
one
who's
matter.
ever said that?
No, Owen, listen. Owen, he's not a normal guy, bruv. He's on the
Owen.
next thing. He's been watching flipping
Oh,
History
shit,
Channel and all that.
What kind of
National
stuff is he
Geographical.
reading? What kind
Watching
of
things, bruv. David Attenborough, that's what he's doing.
Listening to
That's what he's
LBC
doing.
and all of that. I can imagine all of that.
Oh my goodness.
David Attenborough settings, bruv, and he's taking it all in. And he's like, I need to have a conversation with someone. I'll ask Aaron in the car tomorrow. Oh, did you see that?
Yeah.
The dodo's not really extinct, Aaron. Like, huh? So that's what he's doing.
Oh, Flex, stop, man.
Tabara says, by the way, off topic. But the KO show needs to
That's
to happen.
KO.
KO
I
show.
like that.
What's that?
Yeah. Come on, bruv.
Kevin and Owen. KG
You've
and
heard
Owen.
the response.
Oh,
You've
you
seen
heard
the response.
You've seen the
KG and Owen.
response.
Listen, yeah, I was watching that as a fan. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was laughing my head off.
I'm telling you, I was saying the other day,
laughing
I was just walking about, and I had just the brainwave of ideas for it. I'm not going to say it here, but I got ideas.
Let's go.
Okay.
Well,
I haven't even told KG about him.
Well, I'm ready for it. I think it needs to happen. So Flex, sort it out.
Make
Matt
it
said,
happen.
Flex, when you brought up the dodo today, and I think that's incredible. But let's talk about Marshall because we're running out of time.
Sorry,
Martial-
Matic talking about pension plans and annualized return. Wan-Bissaka could be like, yeah. Sorry, do the Martial thing.
Finally,
That's a
let's,
super chat. That's a super
let's
chat.
have the Marshall conversation. Marshall, he was booed. A bit of booing from the fans.
Yeah.
That was it wasn't major boos, but it's the first time we heard the boos.
Yeah, they were rumbling.
The song came, and the song was way louder than the boos. But
Yeah.
a group of fans were probably affected by him just wanting to leave the club. A bit upset by it. People were saying it's not the same energy because Cavani's wanted to leave the club. How come there was no boos for him? Jesse Lingard's wanted to leave the club. Been in the West Ham shirt, put that up. Still hasn't been booed. So why are we treating Marshall differently? So I'm gonna throw that out to the man. Them why do you think Marshall's is getting this level of treatment though? It's a bit weird.
Well, first of all, I don't think Lingard even come on to be booed at the moment. I'm not even sure he has he? I mean, I suppose maybe against the game against Young Boys.
Yeah, he must have been
maybe
back
against
since
the Young Boys game. I don't know. Maybe it's just a case of, well, clearly some of those fans know who they believe, right? They believe Ralph over Martial. I think maybe it doesn't have with the agent thing as well. I'm not sure. I don't really have the answer, but whatever people booing, he shut them up when he came on. I think he looked direct. I was saying to DJ after the game, I think it kind of removes any chance of him leaving in January now. I think, you saw Rannick come up after the game.
Does it? That's the next thing. Is that I was going to say, is there a U-turn at least until summer then?
I think so, because again, Rannick comes up after the game, gives him a hug. They asked him about him, and he said, he's been professional in training, and he was professional when he came on. That's all I ask. Obviously, United's demands were so high anyway that I don't think anyone was realistically going to answer those things of 6 million loan fee, full wages. I'm not sure that was going to happen anyway. And now United, they're looking at it going, actually, he's maybe got a part to play for the remainder of the season. I always said this. This is why we have big players on the bench, so you can change games. We see it with Man City all the time. They've got big players on the bench. Why? So when you're not winning a game or certain players aren't playing well, you bring them on, they change the game. And the only reason that, people like Martial, we've been saying he should go is because he's been clearly unhappy. I think if he's got a part to play, maybe that will turn around. So it's an interesting one, but I don't think he'll go now till maybe the end of the season.
David Naheen says, happy days, gentlemen. I bet Martial stays and slays. What are you saying, DJ? Is there, in that little cameo that he had, what did you make of it? And two, the reaction and the fallout afterwards. Is it like a U-turn setting, or at least stay till the end of the season settings, or maybe even more than that? Football's a funny game. Things change quickly.
Yeah, I think Martial just wants to be loved, doesn't it? I think he just wants to be loved. I think he's the type of player that plays off of confidence, has to have sort of a manager's arm around his shoulder to try and get the best out of him. And I think he wants to feel valued in a team with big stars. I think, I think Owen touched on it best. I think the fans chose their side in the Martial-Ranić debate. They definitely chose Ranić. But from his performance, I'm not going to lie, I think his first dribble when he came on, the first dribble reminded me of his debut against Liverpool for some reason. It was mad. Even
though it never ended up in the same thing, but the way he took the ball and just went at the guy.
Yeah,
the way he direct.
So long.
Exactly. And I think he does give you sort of a little bit more quality in possession that Rashford probably won't give you, and he's a bit more mature, I would say, than Elanga, but Elanga's still a top player. I think that left-hand side is still there for the taking. And I think what Ranić might do is, especially with Rashford and Martial, is keep them on the bench, keep them coming on as impact players to affect the game. And then eventually, if they do play their way into some really good form, i.e. goals and assists, then they may take those spots. But I was really impressed with Martial when he came on. He looked dangerous, literally looked dangerous. And I love that about him when he can run at those defenders. He's very good at linking up with the forward players, the Ronaldo and the one-touch player around the box. And I think we do need that, especially, late on in games. So I'm happy, me personally as a fan. If he's happy, I'm happy. If he wants to stay, and Ranić saying, look, there's still a pathway to this first 11, then fine. If he does want to go, I even understand that to an extent because he's been there for so long and it's been sort of very indifferent. I just want what's best for the player. But if he does stay, then yeah, man, we definitely need him to be playing up top there.
Just quickly on Anthony Elanga, though, because I don't want to let him get lost in this. And you guys have, to be fair, all said keep those two kind of working towards getting the start and to keep Elanga in. But just his Instagram post. I know sometimes we give players a lot of stick for Instagram posts and talking and we go again and just the boring side of it. But when I saw what he posted, and I've got the quotes here, what an amazing feeling to hear my name being sang by the Stretford End, because he's got a song now, which was really good to hear.
Wicked, yeah.
I've stood singing at Old Trafford myself and dreamt of moments like this. I'll give everything for you and this team. We keep fighting until the very end. And then I think it was Samuel Luckhurst or Simon Peach. One of them put up a little transcript of what he said a couple of years ago in an interview with MUTV, saying, I look at Mason, I look at Rashi, and they've shown me that there's a pathway in for young players and stuff like that. And I just got to keep my head down. I've got to keep working. And he just seems like he's in the right headspace, and not even like he says these things. If I look at the way he's playing, he looks like a kid who's playing, who's not taking one bit of it for granted. Yeah. And I know it's so early on. There's so much more of a story to tell. And I hope in 2, 3, 4, 5 years, we're still talking about Elanga. But the way he plays the game, making simple decisions, not making it all about him because he's excited and doesn't want to lose it and kind of getting overwhelmed by it. Like, he's just doing the right things at the right time. And I think the best part of his game, or the best two things about his game that I see, is actually the simplicity, the willingness to I just don't need to take 2, 3, 4 touches. I'm just gonna fizz it to you, lay it off to you. I'm gone and I'm off. And the second part is his movement. He's very active and opens up spaces for other players. Very unselfish, and then he'll go at the player at the right time. Other times he'll play percentage football and give it to someone in a better position than him. He just does all the basics right. So I like what I'm seeing with him.
Yeah, I think with him he's honest. I think he plays honest as well. Yeah. He's gonna, and that's the thing. And I think with football players, we kind of always question mentality, especially if they're getting the high wages or they got a little bit of media circus around them. We always seem to question that. This kid, he's coming in raw, but he's coming in fresh at the same time. Because he's a young player, this is what he's always wanted. It's his dream. And he's not trying to mess it up. So he's going to give you 120% on that pitch. He's going to run every yard. He's going to go into every tackle. He's going to try his best. And I think that's what you kind of want in terms of mentality. And I think, as I said, he's honest, man. And it's kind of refreshing to see that.
Performer says Martial, Rashford should play together. Cavani, Greenwood should play together. The relationships and matching wavelength should be utilised as well. We're at the end of the show, but KG, I think you was going to say something. I think you was going to come in.
Yeah, no, my team Nigeria conceded. It's all right. But I was going to just say, just shout out to Ralph in terms of the substitutions. There were good substitutions yesterday at the right time. And that was good. The fact that him and Martial fixed their relationship somewhat to just work professionally together, that's nice as well. There was this moment of it's always interesting to see what the players do when someone scores, right? And I think Donny was like showing Martial some love. There's a togetherness that's happened. So yes, everyone wants away, but I think the message is clear. Everybody, let's be professional to the end of the season. And let's just see what we can do with this thing. Let's just see what happens with a bit of professionalism. I think Martial is dangerous with his game, with his head in the game. He's dangerous. Even if we've been honest with the Ronaldo performance, and yes, Ronaldo's a big part of the goal he scored yesterday because I think he started Was it him that started the attack? But I remember him giving the ball to.
It went to Ronaldo. It went to Ronaldo. Then it went to Martial. Then Martial gave it to.
There you go,
Rashford. Yeah.
There you go. So that was a big moment. I think I still got issues with Ronaldo back to goal. It's not that good. You know, like the ball kind of bounces off him. He's not going to be that player for us. I know that's something that Martial can do for fun, you know, but Martial's just got to want to do it. And there was a thing of him saying, you know what, I haven't probably been treated fairly in my time here. I'm done. I don't care who's in the management. I just want to leave. Now I think hopefully he's seen the scale of the market and how difficult it is to move him on. He knows summer's his time, but you never know. Everything can change with success. All these players change their minds. We've seen Mahrez, we've seen Sterling wanting to leave their respective clubs. Once they get a run in the team and they win, these players change their mind. So we never know what's going to happen. We don't know what it looks like, but yeah.
We go.
Happy days.
Listen, big show, good fun. Full views, always vibes, man. Always. Doesn't matter whether it's bad analogies, whether it's people who don't want anything said about their family members, whether it's winding people up, you know, if it's people who can't face the truth. It's, you know, it's it's always fun. It's always fun. That's what it is, you know. And it's informative as well. And we get
KG
to it.
with the finger wag there.
Hakeem says Donny is the social media manager / player liaison. Leave Donny alone, man. But just quickly right at the end, Donny's fully out. He's
done, man. His career's finished at United.
It's so just let him go in January. Just let the kid go.
Have you seen that?
I just feel bad for him.
Have you seen that meme when the guy goes, "It's fiction. We made it up. It never happened." That's Tony, bro. I don't know if you don't see it. I haven't
seen that one.
I'm gonna post it, bro. It's just this guy.
Yeah,
we made it up. It never happened.
That sums it up because he's not even getting on for two. But he's done. I don't even want to put him through going. You know, Middlesbrough was a good game to try him out because just leave it.
I've been saying that to DJ. In the match reactions, DJ goes, "Well, Donny," I go, "Don't even start. Why are you putting yourself through it?"
Yeah. He's so far off getting in there. It's a joke. And like we said with McTominay and Fred, kind of need them. Do you know what I mean? Raf says, did you see how De Gea picked Rashford up at the end of the match? That was vibes. Yeah, 100%. They were on stuff. Guys, smash a like on the video anyway. Subscribe if you lot are new to the channel.
I'm doing my
hunting down that 100K.
There's
just under 1,500 people here, so there should be that same amount of people going straight over. No excuses to 5 Things Team. Go and check that out. I'm sure KG is going to say a lot more wilder stuff that he didn't get a chance to say here, and he's going to have a lot to say, having not broke down the game in any sort of way yesterday. So yeah, make sure you head over to KG the Comedian, check that out on YouTube. You lot know where to find the boys as well on social media as well. We are out of here. Peace.